Firebase Studio or Replit. Which one is the correct tool for me to write my own application? Today I'm gonna put both of them under the test using the same prompt for initial idea. Then later I'm gonna expand that idea by feeding more features using ChatGPT. In order to make the tool win, I have 5 different categories to determine which one is the correct one. First is accuracy, how accurate it has been generated the idea. Second, error handling, or error that occurred during the build. Does it handle it? Do I need to interact with it, or it has been auto fix? Third will be functionality. Does it write the correct functionality for me? Do I need to advance or edit that functionality for the initial prompt? Fourth will be designing. Does it do the right colors and right layout? So that will be under the test as well. Finally, does it handle the expanding of the application with the new features correctly, or started to create and growing the whole application from scratch? So let's jump right to the application. On the left side, I have opened Firebase Studio. On the right side, there is a Replit. So both of them already register or log in. First, I just wrote an application for to-do list, then copy it and paste it in the Replit prompt. So let's close the sidebar. Let's hit prototype the app and start building at the same time. The Firebase Studio just provide the blueprint for the app much quicker than Replit. So both of them, they will have task management, deadline reminder, task categorization, smart prioritization. So it does have AI, even though I haven't asked for that. While style will using those three colors combined, layout and some other features. While in the Replit, it does this. So first it asks me about the idea. So it's a modern to-do list application using React and Express.js. So it does build the front end and the back end at the same time and provide me, for example, some advanced features. So I'm not change anything. Uh, let's go here, prototype this app and start approve plan. They each one, for example, one of them have own unique style of how to make you wait and see what's actually happening. For example, on the left side, Firebase Studio, it's provide you the tools and the file changes that's occurring. While on the Replit, it does have some steps. So first, it's initial planning when I give it approve about the plan and then start to do the visual proving. But I like it here that like when it's built the application, it show you the right one or the right result immediately. So no need to wait. For example, comparing to here. So for me, I feel that Replit is doing a great job, like show you the result during the build, while Firebase Studio just show you the files has been changed as an end user or someone who like to see the result during the build. That will be right for Replit. As a technical person, yeah, most probably would like to see what's actually happening in the code itself. Okay, let's see the final result before we start to judge. So Replit is still building and not finalized yet, while the Firebase Studio is just finish the first or initial, let's say, preview. So it's asked me about the AI feature. Let's give it a moment until it generated the result. But for example, the funny thing that both of them have the same app name. For example, this one task flow same as with this one, but the visualization, for me at least, until this point, is more beautiful Replit rather than Firebase Studio. Okay, since I give it API key, let's go here and restart the app. So we're still waiting the Replit to build the full application. Let's close this one here. Replit has been just built the full application. and the same thing here. To make fair testing in both tools, let's open each one into a new tab. Here is the 5 categories that we spoke earlier about it. Which one win, for example, by accuracy? Second category, which is the errors. During the build, none of those tools has errors during the build, maybe in advanced features. Let's go to the most important factor, maybe, which is adding new to do. So here we have on the top left, let's say build and do app. Copy this one in case we need it. Okay, it has been added, but the design is pretty awful. Okay, result has been added, but doesn't seem the right way. Most probably in the design wise, this is not gonna win because I need to guess where is it. For example, the result when I add here to, and I have to guess, okay, maybe it's in this section. So Firebase Studio, sorry, you will not win the design wise. Let's keep going with the functionality. So let's delete this one. Okay, had been deleted. How about check and check? Okay, how about prioritize? Score 1. Awesome. At least the AI section does have. Good job. What's happening if I check this one and check? How about editing? Okay, nothing happened. At least the deleting is working fine. So task or the category or the whole box of it. Okay, nothing happening here. At least I can't edit anything. Here's a prioritization, which is working fine, both of them. I think it's based on AI. So it's always give some random score. That's weird. I don't know which factor is based on that one. Let's see. Give it 2. Let's give it high. Let's choose date. June. So add task. Add it. Okay, now this is surprising. So when I add, for example, this one, I'm not sure where is it, the delete button. For example, if I go here, F task, this is the deleting button for single tasks. This is pretty weird. So the designing wise is pretty awful here. Okay, let's stop that one and go to the Replit. So first of all, it add something I like it a lot. Dark and light seems not work. How about settings? Seems not work. But let's focus on the core functionality here. To do tab. Okay, beautiful. How about check? Uncheck. Nice. How about edit? This is awesome. So save. Okay, editing is working. Yeah, editing is working. Does have, for example, personal and due date. How about delete it? Yes, beautiful. So we have two options. Either we go here and do the prompt or do the task, or we go here. How about here? Anything happen? Oh yeah, so it's just let me go there. Add a task. How about, is it download? What does it download? Okay, so it does have output as a JSON format. This is pretty okay. How about this button? What does it do? No completed task. Let's complete it. How about this one? Okay, clear one. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is a clearing button. I thought it's something related to AI, but why there's error? Okay, let's give each one almost point, but in functionality. Here we have it's possible to add and prioritize with the AI. Add new task, just beautiful, but doesn't have the edit. For example, while on the Replit, it's possible to edit, for example, and then it's possible to delete each one individual. Just pretty great. Here is the active and active completed. Excellent. But for example, here I can't add a due date and category, so it seems auto-generated. But here we own, or for example, it's possible when I add task, there will be, for example, here it's possible to give how important it is and date picker. So point by point. With the design wise, I like, for example, this one from Replit, while on the left side, this is not the correct one, or the one that I was waiting for. Okay, let's go to final category. Let's go here and here. So I already prepare some information or get some output from ChatGPT. Let's crop those one. Let's see. Can you expand the application with the following features? So simply, let's go here quickly. The same CRUD, which is create, read, update, and delete task, date picker, categorization, filter and search, responsive UI, smart UX features, notification, and daylight maybe, delightful UI animation, and some AI features and so on. So let's crop this one and put it here as well. Go and generate this one first and this one. Firebase Studio seems to be finished. So go here, close it, and open a new tab. Let's see if it does the correct adjustment. So first of all, this is deleting task is somehow is not up here. Now at least now I could edit, save. Oh, but delete all of them. Let's see, personal at least. The first one, build app or to do app. Priorities, okay, important. Let's give important of high. It bigger. Let's just and add task. Okay, let's add more one. Another app. Let's give it low priority. Same date. Add task. Let's see the AI thing. Nice. Okay, so this is seems to be more interesting. So if I hover on the task itself, now there's two buttons, delete and edit. Okay, that's good, but I'm not sure how well is that with a person who don't know how to use that one. At least I would like to see both buttons appear. Okay, anyway, let's go here, complete. Now it's reordering the task according, let's say, third. Let's say if I complete this one, then let's go to the end, which is pretty good. Beautiful. While still Replit building, let's give another task. Let's see if does it, for example, does provide the scrolling option. Okay, here, and this one as well. So this is what I was talking about in the second category, error handling. So there is error, I will not interact yet. So let's see if it does fix it by default or should I interact with it. In the meanwhile, let's go here. How about, okay, complete. Read the whole category. Excellent. But let's go here and according to my quest or advanced feature, let's see, it does this, the full create, delete, update section, date picker, categories, doesn't add that one, or does, actually we could consider it does, since it's create list of to do. Filter and search, nope, this is pretty dumb to not add it, even though I asked. For the responsive UI, it doesn't do this one correctly because it's just a list of cards when I need to horizontally scroll. I don't like that one. Smart UX features like case suggestion and auto-based task title. This is also not done. Delightful UI animation feature doesn't do that one. Yeah, and smart feature idea, maybe yes, maybe no, because this is, I'm not sure what's this, but I will give it no. And then cooperation advanced features such as shared project, cooperation real time. This is also not done. Usability and design, filter research and responsive UI. This is also not done. Okay, I will implement in place editing for task. Okay, so seems not most of these features not added. Meanwhile, Replit has come with a great result, or at least seems to be. Let's see if it does a good job or bad. Not a good job. First of all, it has been redesigned, the whole application. Now it's more advanced feature, more filters. There's this to view, dashboard to view. Excellent. This is the same input. Let's say personal to do. What's this? Why there's two button? Okay, this is interesting. So if I press on the plus button, now it gives me more advanced feature. For example, description, category, priority, project, estimation time, remaining time, due date, which is pretty awesome, in my opinion. Let's say workout maybe. Let's say legs count. Yes, it's about health. Priority maybe medium. Project estimation time maybe 1 hour. Oh, it's a minute, so it's about 90 minutes. Due date, let's say June, and then reminder. Let's see. Let's give it next day. How about tax? Let's say workout. Okay. So how about like and give a comma between them? Workouts. No, it doesn't separate those, but at least it's possible to add those, which is in the, by the way, in the Firebase, it doesn't do that one at all. Good job here. Okay, and then we hit add task. Oh no, this is pretty bad. So if I click here, it doesn't do that one. I'm not sure what's the reason, because it doesn't give me the correct one. Oh, the correct error actually. Okay, how about instead of this, let's add this one. Okay, nothing happened. Let's refresh, like workout. Okay, at least now it seems to work here. So most probably there was issue with this one. Let's see, personal, instead of personal, let's switch to health. 90 minutes. Let's give it the same date and hit that. Yeah, there is a definitely issue. How about this one? Daily. Okay, let's ask it here when, or actually let's keep going with the other feature before we fix the errors. Okay, now for example, when I scroll bottom, I can't edit or delete. So those voting button override this one. So this is pretty bad. Say 2, working fine. About completed. Okay, there's no statistic here, so the statistic is not auto updated. About refresh. No, yeah, so refreshing help. For example, this is total 0 active, 1 complete, which is pretty good. Today progress, best strike. Okay, beautiful. Right, so how about complete, incomplete, all task? Can we show the filters? Filters is not working even though UI has been implemented. So there is some features that in UI done correctly, but functionality is not working correctly. While Firebase Studio doesn't do anything related to it. Can I fix that one? Let's see. Can you fix the adding task when pressing on plus button? Nothing. I get error. Also, the floating buttons hide the task, edit and delete. In the meanwhile, let's ask Firebase to fix the error. Nothing that I ask it for has been done, such as filtering, searching, maybe UI for mobile and desktop. Not that great. And you go back to previous message that I gave you and try to do it again. Okay, both of them still building, and now Firebase Studio should go back to the previous prompt, all the features that I asked for. Hopefully it will fix that one. While in the Replit I just ask it, for example, when I press on the plus button, those features should be fixed as well as the floating button, while those three floating button hiding the single action for each card. Let's go here and refresh the app. Actually, let's close it. Open a new tab. Okay, let's go here and do the same thing. All right, so first of all, search has been added. Task has been filtering task has been added. So here, personal fake workout. About here. Okay, fake workout. Advanced information, health, 90 minutes. Date record today, reminder today, fake, beautiful. Task. Okay, still the same thing, same problem. Anyway, this needed more prompt and more request workout. Yeah, so without like additional information, doesn't do that one. Let's create another one, another workout. Yeah, so as you can see, those like not auto updated. So I need to go every time and that yeah, definitely I could ask that one about that one. Final result for accuracy, both of them on a point. Error handling, there was nothing happened during the Firebase Studio, so I will not give it a point, or maybe there is something happening in the background, but at least I couldn't see it. While Replit had, there was an error happening during the build, but it has been fixed. In terms of functionality, both of them almost done the good job in terms of functionality. But for example, in Replit, the editing functionality is how to build it, so I didn't ask it. While in Firebase Studio, I have to ask to do that one. In design, definitely I will give a point to Replit over Firebase Studio. Replit has done almost the features that I asked for. There was some lag behind for functionality of expanding the features, but overall it does the UI at least. For example, the Firebase Studio has added new features or the expanding features, but still the design doesn't update it. So overall, the end result will go with a Replit over Firebase Studio. If you have another idea or another tool you would like to share it with me, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. See you next one.